Hi there, I just wanted to show you really quickly how I contour. I have already gone in, I have my Flawless 4 on, so I've got my Liquid Touch foundation, my liquid foundation brush, my Glorious Primer underneath, very important to prime, and then I've also used my Liquid Touch concealer. Now I've put the concealer underneath my eyes to brighten it up. I've put a little bit here and here to highlight there, and of course up my nose and around a little bit. Then I used my blending bud, which fell on the floor, to blend everything in. I use that a little bit damp. That just makes it so that my makeup blends absolutely beautifully. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to show you how to contour just using our beachfront bronzer. That's making it so that you don't necessarily need a sculpting trio. You can get just the beachfront bronzer on top of your Flawless 4, and that will make it so that you can basically complete a whole look. I might even do a little bit of my eyes just with the bronzer. Okay, so I'm gonna go ahead and get started. It's gonna take my bronzer. This one is in Malibu, and I'm just gonna go into underneath my cheekbone right here, and I'm gonna go back in, not in my ear because I don't really need to contour my ear, but just back into here. Okay, make sure you don't come in too far into here or you look like you have a dirty cheek, and make sure that when you start to blend, which I will show you, that you're blending up, otherwise you look like you have a dirty jaw. So I'm just going to dab that in and come in here, okay? And same on this side. A little bit of contouring. It's just receding that line and giving me a more defined cheekbone. Now you might feel like it's a little bit dark to start with. That's okay, because we're going to blend everything out. Now I'm going to take one of my angled brush. Hopefully I've got all the makeup off of it. And I'm going to do my nose. I've just dipped it into this darker side here, and I'm using my angled sponge brush, and I'm going to just do a little bit of contouring. Now the reason I use a smaller brush is because my nose is obviously smaller than my cheeks, and I want to make sure that, woo, see what that did, maybe not. Okay, so then I will go back in with my foundation brush and blend it out a little bit, especially up the nose. The nose can be the scariest part to try and get to not look creepy or weird or whatever. Noses can be so much fun. You can do so many fun things with them. I don't know if you noticed that I just went across the middle and made it look like a completely different nose. And then we'll go a little bit on the tip here, and that just darkens everything up. Okay, so that is basically what I do to contour. I will now go in with my powder puff brush and just blend everything in a little bit. And then I will use my blush brush, which also fell on the floor. And I will just do a little bit of blush on my tops of my cheeks. Okay. And that is really about it. I might do just a little bit more contouring here. Right. Then I will use my fan brush and my Touch a la Mode. This one is in iridescent, so it is kind of like the whitish color. Now, I don't have a Younique fan brush. I've got this one here, but any fan brush will do. It's great for going in here. Okay. So you're just going to get a little bit on your fan brush. I'm just going up the middle of my nose. That's highlighting where I did the highlighting before. And then I'm going to go in here. Now on the camera, you cannot see how amazingly beautiful this stuff looks. It is so pretty, and you don't need very much at all